Brenda Martinez, the United States, Renelle Lamotte. Almanza from Cuba, Lindsay Sharp of Great Britain, Samoya Campbell having a great season of Jamaica, Molly Ludlow, the American. Usovic will be the pacemaker. She's on the outside, has been asked to go through in 56.5. Molly Ludlow, been in great form, was only fourth though in the London Diamond League last week. But 4 of her last 5 races have been under 2 minutes. Samoya Campbell and Lindsay Sharp sharing a lane. Lindsay Sharp, of course, European champion back in 2012, silver medalist last year, and indeed at the Commonwealth Games as well in Glasgow, and rounding into some good form under 2 minutes in London, finishing 3rd there. Campbell was next to her sharing that lane, but this is Almanza, could be the pre-race favourite, although she really did mess up at the Pan American Games, went out taking the lead again, and Melissa Bishop ran a great race to beat her. Chanel Price likes to front run. And then as we go through them, Poistogova, watch out for the Russians. Only 2 Russians, actually only 1 in the world's top 20 this year. That says something. Sylvander of Sweden on the inside. There's Almanza. 1:57.7 in Paris. That was a great performance. But as I said, she can just get things a little bit wrong. Lindsay Sharp always likes to sit off the pace. Molly Ludlow, always very strong indeed, the American. So what will Almanza do? The pace, I think it's a little swift here really, but 56.5 will certainly stretch them out. Chanel Price often likes to get near the front. The last time, of course, we saw Chanel Price, she was pacemaking Ganzebe Dibaba to the world record at 1,500 meters in Monaco. Women's 800 then. Just being held, and Samoya Campbell put her hand up for us, saying that she wasn't ready. And although 1 or 2 others went off with the gun, thankfully one of the starters, marksman, noticed the Jamaican with the bandana had her hand up. I think it's just the fact that there's a fair bit of noise down there from the crowd watching the pole vault. It's very busy in this bottom corner.
And took 3 attempts at 4:76.
So women's 800 meters after one hesitant start. A green card for them. So very briefly again, Sylvander, Poistogova on the inside, Arafi, Chanel Price and Martinez of the United States. We've got Renelle Lamotte, the new European under-23 champion. Almanza, there she is in lane 5. Then Lindsay Sharp and Samoya Campbell. Molly Ludlow of the USA, and on the outside the pacemaker, Usovic. So cleanly away this time. Lindsay Sharp started pretty quickly, wants to get a good position. And will run hard first 100, and then they tend to settle down. I always think the women kind of go off very hard and then slow quite a lot as the pacemaker comes across. Usovic, pretty good pacemaker. So Renelle Lamotte, Chanel Price never likes to be too far away from the front, as indeed does Almanza. And Molly Ludlow look for a good position. So Usovic just having a little glance to see where everybody is there, and she's setting a good pace here, and they're following right on the back of her. So Chanel Price right there. Almanza now having to settle back in about 5th place at the moment. Lindsay Sharp really attacking this first time through the first 300 meters, but good pace being set by Usovic.
Yes, indeed, and with about 40 meters to go to the end of this first lap, it is going to be very, very quick indeed. Watch the clock. They were asked for 56, and they're going to get something near that. 56.9, 57, that's pretty good. Price is always there or thereabouts, isn't she? Whether she's got it in the home straight, well, we'll see. But all the principals are there in that top leading group of 4 or 5.
Poistogova, the Russian, ran about 62 seconds and has just stopped. Okay, so now Lindsay Sharp in a great position, attacking down the back straight. Usovic really needs to step off and get out of the way there now. Chanel Price there. Almanza now moving up on the outside. So is Brenda Martinez, always strong in the home straight, the American. But Lindsay Sharp's attacked this one. She often leaves it until the home straight, but is looking good at the moment and stretching out. Martinez trying to go. Lamotte moving into 4th place. Almanza looks spent a little bit. Arafi still got a chance, but it's Lindsay Sharp of Great Britain trying to grit her teeth here, and has got a chance of getting a big win here into the home straight. How strong can she be? Martinez attacking. Lamotte, the under-23 champion, coming on the outside, but Lindsay Sharp hanging on. The Frenchwoman is coming hard, though. Lamotte going past Lindsay Sharp, and her legs just start to turn to jelly. Lamotte's going to get the win. Watch the time, 1:59.94. Lindsay Sharp second, Brenda Martinez third, then Arafi after that. Well, you cannot blame Sharp for having a go there. She felt as though the pace was falling. Nobody was really doing anything down the back straight, so off she went. Not her usual tactics. Lindsay Sharp often leaves it a little bit later, but at this point it looked as though she was going to hang on but couldn't quite.
Yeah, you're quite right. Martinez was looking as though she was losing ground as Lamont came through, the Frenchwoman. Lindsay did everything right. She really had a go at this. This will tell her a lot about where she's at. She's becoming very, very competitive with the world's best. She gets second place, but a lot of credit to her. And certainly Lamotte, European under-23 champion, as Steve said, 1:59.91, just got it right tactically, just got it right.
Well, you do, Stu. I mean, I always get a little bit, you know, to run 57 and then 63, and some of the women, Molly Ludlow and Almanza, have kind of run a 64, 65 second lap. You know, like, there are tired athletes at this stage of the season, kind of focusing on those who've made the team for Beijing, focusing on that, others who aren't going to go, knowing there's a bit of a break after this. But, you know, for the likes of Renelle Lamotte, that's a big win against a pretty good field. You would not have put her down as the favourite to win this by any stretch of the imagination. So Renelle Lamotte, the only one to go under 2 minutes. Lindsay Sharp just outside 2 minutes. Martinez, 2 minutes .54.